begin with this session, and I will request the people to raise your hands if you want to grab this opportunity to prepare for the unprepared. Okay, so I will first invite the experienced Toastmaster to demonstrate so that the guest will also have the idea how the topics goes. So, Toastmaster Ashish. Toastmaster Ashish, your topic is my first day at Toastmasters meeting. My first day at Toastmasters meeting. Toastmaster Ashish. Best of luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, I never considered myself as a person who could not speak. I was so confident, so sure about myself that yes, I'll be able to speak. And when I was invited on the stage on the first day of my Toastmasters meeting, that's what happened. A table topic was given to me, and as usual, I aced at it. I never found an issue to structure a speech in 1 minute or 2 minutes, and I was pretty good at it. But the fun did not end there. My journey started. It went on. As a guest, I was given an opportunity to give a speech, prepared speech. And guess what happened? You must be thinking that I was good, as I only told you. But imagine what happened is that the moment 3 minutes passed, 3.5 minutes passed, I started running out of my thoughts. My prepared content suddenly started vanishing off my head. And I realized there is work required to be done. Not only in the Toastmasters meeting, but even in the general life, whenever I was given an opportunity to present, if it was like a common discussion, I was very comfortable, confident, etc. But I realized whenever I was given a chance to speak on a stage for a period of time, which lasted more than 2 to 3 minutes, is when nervousness started taking over. And I realized I was not as good in those opportunities. And what happens when you are scared, you start wishing them away. You start thinking, oh, better let those opportunities not come my way. And so much so that whenever there was an opportunity and my name was in the list of speakers, I used to always think and pray, I wish the time runs out. But thanks to the Toastmasters, that it has given me an opportunity to come on the stage again and again. Even now, I feel a little less confident at about 3+ minutes, but I know how to handle it. Back to you, David.
So that reminds me for my first speech also. When I given my first speech, I forget the content during the prepared speech itself. So
we have a lot of raise of hands. There are 5 raise of hands. Thank you.
So
Kuldeep Singh is the guest. We can have Kuldeep.
Okay. Guest Kuldeep, are you ready for this topic?
Yes, I am there.
Okay. So your topic is it important to be with like-minded people to learn something? Is it important to be with like-minded people to learn something? Toastmaster, guest Kuldeep.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and friends. Whether life gives you an opportunity to be with the like-minded or to be with the people whom you are given to stay with, be it your place where you are staying, be it the job where you are working, or on the ways while you are traveling. It is the people, different sort of people, they come to your life. And it's up to you how you perceive those moments wherein you are with the people who are like-minded or they have a different sort of personality. My friends, it's you how you see that opportunity, whether you just want to go out of that opportunity wherein people, they are not the way you wanted them to be, or their thought process is not to the extent that it matches with you. But believe me, each and every person has got something unique. And if you make use of that opportunity, you can learn a lot many things. And I'll give you personal example. While I got an opportunity to work in a different vertical in the organization that I'm working for. Therein I found that I, being so meticulous and so curious about the new things that I'm doing, I found a team wherein people, they were not interested in doing new things. But as I made them to believe that it is a change only that is a constant, rest of the things they are not. With over a period of time, I could make them to realize that yes, whatever new initiative that we take, if you get involved into those, then you can make best use of it. So it is not necessary that always you'll find like-minded people, there only you can learn lot many things. It is with the different people that will give you a chance to hone your skill, to hone the skills that you have, to polish them to the extent that you want. So it is the opportunity that you can get with any sort of person, but it's up to you how you make use of it. This is that you'll find lot many learnings will take place. Thank you. Over to you.
Okay, next.
Next, we have Paras,
So,
Toastmaster Paras.
Toastmaster Paras.
Hi.
Your topic is any TV serial you and your family members love to watch together. Any TV serial you and your family members love to watch together. Toastmaster Paras.
I think a lot of people will relate to this TV show that my family used to watch together. Is Kapil Sharma show, right? So on our family, every member used to wait for the weekend, and the amount of things that we used to hear and the jokes that we used to laugh on it together was something very special that all of us together enjoyed. So it was not just about the show; it was also about what we were feeling as a family together, sitting together, and at least finding some time in the weekend because everybody is into jobs, right? So it was also important that we find some time where we can actually sit together and actually share our feelings, what we feel, right, and have something in common on which we all can laugh on it. And I think the show not only made us uh, understand that we should not take anything seriously, but also it also made us learn that everything that is in life is not perfect, right? And also it had a different kind of characters which actually uh, to some of the other character every family member used to relate to it. So I think that also helped us bring some joy to our lives, bring some liveliness to our lives, and everybody used to go back after the show ends. And after going back, we were just all just with happy faces. So I think that was what the most important thing was, that we all ended up with having happy faces at the end. So we also used to discuss it after. We also used to discuss it after the show ends, like what part of the show we liked, with what part we didn't like. So I think that also helped us, communicate with each other, know each other better, and yes, I think going with happy faces is one of the most important things at night. Yeah, so yeah, that's why Kapil Sharma show is one of the most favorite shows that my family have, that they watch together.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Next,
Yes, Preeti.
Yes, Preeti. Okay. Guest Preeti, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Guest Preeti, your topic is my first day from college memories. My first day from college memories. Yes, Preeti.
Good evening, dear Toastmasters and guests. I hope all of you must be knowing what a metamorphosis is. So, metamorphosis means when an egg goes through all the phases and then converts into a butterfly. So my first day at college was a metamorphosis or a big change for me. From that little young girl who was always under the cocoon and shelter of her parents, Mama, my lunch bag, Mama, my school bag, my water bottle, an auto or car picking you and dropping you to school. From that sudden little school student, you become a college grown up girl. You want to dress up well, you want to look good, and you're now open to the world. So for me, my first day of college was like this, that from the shelter of my parents, I had entered into a different world. But trust me, though it was a different world, my values, my ethics, the way I used to behave in school still remained the same. I was still childlike. But it was a transformation because all of us have to grow, and change is the only constant. So my first day of college was filled with a little bit of ragging, a little bit of lecture from the teachers for us to be good students, and also making new friends. Dear Toastmasters, just because change is the constant, the first day of college today, when I recall, is like a beautiful memory for me, which on that day with the ragging and all felt a little scary. So I would say that every new opportunity that comes in your life has to be embraced, whether it is your first college day, whether it's your first day at Toastmasters, or your new business venture, because there will be learnings that may seem frightful to you at first, but there will be great memories in the future. Over to you, Mr. Table Topic Master.
Can we take next speaker from the offline participant? Anybody?
My biggest motivation to improve myself.
Your topic is when was the last time you tried something new? When was the last time you tried something new?
Okay, so I consider myself to be a very fun-loving, intriguing, and a person who loves to try new things. I remember when I was in school, like initially, I started playing drums during the assembly sessions, and after that, we got to know that okay, there's a new music teacher who teaches tabla in the school. So I started learning that, and after I think couple of months, we got to know that there is another teacher coming up who is very skilled in flute. So I started learning flute. Uh, for sports as well, I started playing cricket, I started playing football, and then I started playing foosball, snooker, etc. I think I love trying new things. It's not something which I have done recently, but I have done over the years throughout my life. One thing which I always wanted to do since my childhood was to like formally, learn some playing drums to the drum classes. And I made a resolution with myself at the beginning of this year that I'll take at least 2 months of formal classes. And I did that in this year. I took like around 10 classes of drum. It was a bit difficult, initially to learn that. I got a lot of, very funny taunts from my brother, who is not very appreciative of music, but it's like how you play it. But I think it taught me a lot of things, not only related to music, but also about like the coordination that you have to build, between your hand, your brain. What kind of skills are you you require to learn a new thing, not only specific to music, but in life. So I think we should always make an endeavor to learn new things, and learning never stops. Like at our throughout our life, be it as a 3-year-old child or as a 19-year-old adult, we continue to learn and grow throughout our life. So yeah, I mean, I live by that motto, and I feel all of us should be open to try new things.
Who want to go next?
The, Second, there are many hand raised. Yeah.
Okay. Toastmaster Bhavesh. Toastmaster Bhavesh. So your topic is when you meet someone for the very first time. So what do you want them to think about you? When you meet someone for the very first time, what do you want them to think about you? Toastmaster Bhavesh.
I want to ask the Toastmasters present in the offline meeting, what did you all thought about me when I met you for the first time? Any opinion, guys?
Vishama.
Toastmaster,
What?
What was that? Vishama.
He gave a title to him.
Vishama.
We don't remember.
Honestly,
whatever.
Confident, pragmatic, poet, and confident.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivani.
and I was like,
Pratik,
oh ho, itna heavy English.
What?
Okay, he said that, oh, itna heavy English. I wasn't trying to be Mr. Shashi Tharoor. It just comes naturally to me. Actually, the vocabulary just comes like a back of my hand. The impression I want to create with the people I meet on a daily basis is nothing actually. I have just one ambition that whomsoever I meet, I should make him or her feel comfortable and happy in my presence. I have learned this quote in my favorite book, which is The Autobiography of a Yogi. And that actually taught me that whenever you are meeting a new person, whenever you are interacting with a new person, your energies transcends your physical body, and vis-a-vis it happens with the other person as well. So it's imperative, if you want to have that kind of social connection, that kind of social network, to actually translate those positive energies, those happy energies, those I would say pleasant energies to the opposite person, because of which you can actually improve the day of the other person. I want to just quote this incident. So when I first met the Toastmasters or the Eloquent Toastmaster Club, like Toastmaster Shivani, Toastmaster Ashish, Toastmaster Vidushi was also there. The energy and the synergy with which we all were interacting, I found myself to be comfortable, not just because they were trying to do so, but I feel that somewhere down the line, it becomes your imperative responsibility as well, that if you are entering in a new environment and if you are meeting new set of people, you should always go with that happy, positive and a learning mindset. And only then will you be able to grow and build meaningful and a constant relationship with people. So that has been my objective over the period of time. And I hope that I'll continue delivering that objective in the rest of my life as well. Over to you, Table Topic Master. Thank you so much.
One more, Pratik. Okay, yes, Pratik has also raised hand if you have to. Let's not disappoint anyone.
Yes. Let's keep the energy high.
So, guest Anurag, your topic is, do you think money is everything? Do you think money is everything?
Thank you. Yes, if you had asked me the same question before COVID era, perhaps my answer would be affirmative. Yes, it is everything. It can give you a lot of materialistic things that was in everyone's mind. But COVID brings such era where whether it's poor, rich, everyone has felt it. The real meaning of life, the people are moving away. A lot of young people, a lot of energetic people who are after running a very high profile, luxurious life, now trying to find out the meaning of life. And that's applicable for everyone. Maybe we have come out of that phase, but I feel the people who are around me, the people who I am interacting with, money is now their second priority. Also, I read somewhere, whatever you earn in your life, only 30% of it is utilized. Rest remains either in your banks or it becomes a physical assets. So I think we all, for me as a person, money is now in the second stage. Now I'm thinking the things, the wants, my aspirations, my hobbies, my adventurous things that I want to do. I want to go for it. For example, I started yoga. I started learning about the meditations, the real aspects of meaning. I'm doing a lot of new things. I'm advancing a lot of new things. But before that, my motto, my objective, my mindset was somewhere else. Thank you and over to you.
Toastmaster Patti.
Toastmaster Patti.
Yes, virtual.
Toastmaster Patti, your topic is, can you think of a time when impossible became possible? Can you think of a time when impossible became possible? Toastmaster Patti.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dinesh. A time when impossible became possible for me. Definitely, I can think of that time again. It was post-COVID. From past 4 years before COVID, I was stuck in a job where I was not liking the work. The industry was completely different, and the kind of work culture that they had was way poorer than even a Lala company. To be quoted as and as an organization, they used to proclaim that they are at one of the top leading MNCs, but somehow I tried a lot to get out of that position from that organization. Unfortunately, there were no openings. Even I wasn't receiving calls, because that company name displayed on my CV, and that was something which one of the recruiter told me that that company, because of the reputation, we usually don't hire people from that organization. So post COVID, during COVID, the usual expectation was that since the brand name is so bad and all that stuff, so probably I was expecting the worst, and yeah, and I wasn't wrong. But as soon as COVID was over, I started looking out for the job like a crazy person. Every day, to whomever I knew, even if I met a person only once in my life, I reached out to them and requested for a job change. And that was a time when people were losing jobs, right? I was working from office post-COVID after the lockdown. And then a time came when, by God's grace, I landed into a job opportunity, which was 100% work from home, which paid me almost double from what I was getting. So at time, something which was impossible for me, within a single night, it became, possible for me. Over to you, Toastmaster Dinesh.
So that ends the table topic section. So over to Toastmaster Sudeep.
So thank you, Toastmaster Dinesh. What a wonderful